Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair.
With liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it. The fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes, and the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in five. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past. They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers and erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. There could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead.
You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Swung line drive left field. One run is in. Here comes Reed. He's the throw to the plate.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Howe loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down in front! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our band here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Brown beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for the Washington Nationals, James Wood, right field, 30 home runs, 267 on the season. Batting second, playing left, Dalen Lyle, 13 home runs, 54 home runs, 10 stolen bases, 247 on the season. Dylan Cruz, center fielder for the Nationals, 9 home runs, 229 average. C.J. Abrams comes in hitting 290 with 28 bombs, 85 RBI. He's the shortstop. Ruiz behind the plate, 7 home runs, 259 average. Tanya, the designated hitter, is batting 6, 5 home runs, batting 247. Nunez batting 7th, second base. He's got 39 stolen bases on the year. That's the guy to keep an eye on to keep off base, a 240 average. Vivas is at third. He's batting 8th, 3 home runs, 240 on the season. And El Chaparro, is batting 9th and at first, a 222 average with 6 home runs. On the mound for the Washington Nationals, pretty good right-hander in Cade Cavalli. He's 8-4 with a 3.55 ERA, 1.29 whip, 116 innings pitched, 130 strikeouts. Big-time strikeout per inning margin. 10 home runs served, 36 walks allowed. He'll be going head-to-head with J.R. Ritchie, who's 1-2 with a 4.50 ERA and a 1.41 whip. 54 innings and 49 strikeouts. 9 home runs served. Backing up J.R. in the bottom of the first inning, Drake Baldwin leading off behind the plate, 20 home runs, batting 275. Ronald Acuna Jr., the designated hitter, batting second, 9 home runs, 240 on the year. Matt Olson batting third, playing first, 30 home runs and a 264 average. Michael Harris II comes in batting 289 with 20 homers and 64 ribbies. Ozzie Albies batting fifth at second base, 18 home runs, 62 RBI at 263 average. Mauricio Dubon is batting sixth and in left, 10 home runs with 55 RBI, a 260 average. The Yaz is out in right field today as Acuna is the designated hitter, giving him his legs a rest. He's got 7 home runs and 30 RBI. Austin Riley batting 8th, playing third, 12 home runs, 216 on the season. And Kid Dynamite, Jim Jarvis, has 1 home run, 10 RBI, a 273 average. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate today is Brian Walsh. Your first base umpire, Chad Fairchild. Second base will be manned by Bill Miller. And down the third base line, it's John Bacon. Game time temperatures, Truist Park, Atlanta, Georgia, 84 degrees with high humidity. Wind blowing in from right into center at about 8 miles an hour. The ball should be flying. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 122 on the money line. Washington, 120 plus. The over-under is 8.5. Our pick to click. I've only seen Cade Cavalli one time, and he had a good day on us. In fact, the guys in the lineup, he racked up 11 strikeouts on that day. The guy has got some good movement on his pitches, and he can strike out, but you can't get to him. You can't get runs on him. J.R. Ritchie's just got to keep his damage to a minimum. Remember, this was J.R. Ritchie's first ever start of his career, his first ever pitch
was the guy leading off today, and he scalded over the right field wall. I'm sure he's learned some stuff since then. Pick to click, we're going to take Matt Olson. He's 2 for 3 lifetime on Cavalli. Nobody has taken Cavalli yard. And we'll take the Braves, once they get Cavalli knocked out of the game, to put some runs on the board. Give me the Atlanta Braves winning this one 6-4. We welcome in Lane Thomas. Expect him to be here by Tuesday. Bailey Falter in the trade. He's expected to go to AAA to be more of a guy that's going to be depth in the starting rotation. But I do assume that he's going to be converted to that left-handed reliever that they need to add as well.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo!
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day Superstation, bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the Country Club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the Country Club. You help support the BCR. Atlanta Braves will be wearing their home whites. We welcome in Lane Thomas on the trade. Braves across the chest in red for Atlanta. Outlined in navy, same thing with the numbers and the piping down the sides of the pants and the jerseys and on the sleeves. Looks like we are set as James Wood comes to the plate. And the first pitch on the way, yes sir. It is baseball time in Braves country, and the pitch on the way is fouled away. It's 0-1, righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1. Richie comes set, turns and kicks, grabs the outer edge. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Infield back and to the right. Kicks outside, way outside wide. Pitch out territory, 1-2. Left to right across for the Braves in the outfield. It's Dubon, Harris, and Yaz is the 1-2 pitch. Called, looking strike three. Bender on the outer edge. He got caught watching the paint dry. One away. Dubon, Harris, and Yaz out in the outfield, and around the horn, third to first, Riley, JJ, Ozzie, and Olsen. Drake is behind the plate, and JR is on the bump. First pitch on the way, swinging and sending it out to right field. That's down for a base hit. Hard hit ball, turning on it quickly was Garcia. No, that's Lyle. They've changed the lineup. All right. We'll get that figured out in a second. Garcia's been scratched. They did that about 5 minutes before the game started. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch from J.R. Ritchie is a sinker below. 1-0. Runner at first, one out. Cruz. They flip it over to first to keep him close by. So I filled out my lineup card right as we were going live around 1:15. And though I called it out to you digitally, I didn't realize that they had changed it. The 1-0 pitch, swing, chopped it on the ground over third. It's a 5-4-3. Oh, looked like we got the double play. They may want to look at this. Now, Cruz can fly. From the naked eye, it looked like that we got him. Well, Weiss is going to take a look at this. He's got his hand up. Will he? No, he does not want to challenge it. We'll take a look at it for ourselves now. About as quick as you can turn that thing. They didn't slow down the video yet as we take a look at it. Yeah, he did beat it out. So C.J. Abrams comes to the plate. You would have liked to have seen him in the second inning. Nobody. Hit his 28th home run of the year last night. 85th RBI. Batting .290 on the season. The 0-1 pitch grabs the outer edge. It's 0-2. Long way to go in this one, but so far so good. J.R. Ritchie's got pretty good command today. He was pulled from yesterday's start when Raylo went down because they didn't know what they were going to do. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him with the bender down and in. 2 strikeouts. And J.R. Ritchie sends us to the bottom of the first. 0-0 your score here in Braves country.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Little roll call going on here. Good to see you, Alan. Bobby B. You're the coach for me. Rebecca. I beg your pardon. We didn't promise you a rosemary garden. Get some runs, boys. Iron Lung in the house. Get some boys. We need some trades coming in. The Wind Chicken. Spaceman Ladarius. Slip-a-toe. Uncle Charlie. Oswaldo Perez. Chop Shop. Richard Talley. Dirty Bird. Scroll down here, see if I've missed anybody coming in. Darren Sembley. GAJ91. Teeter-totters, but they don't fall down. AB. Royal PETA. What you talking about, Willis? Spaceman. Jetsons. Back to the action. And the first pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. Like I said at the top, I expect Cavalli to be a tough customer today, but maybe, you never know. Is the 0-1 upstairs for a strike? It's 0-2. Looked really good our first time out, and I've actually watched him pitch a few times. He's got control, or he's a guy that, or Washington has control on Cavalli, or he's the guy that would be getting trade interest right now. Is the 0-2 in the dirt? 1-2. 1-2 count. Of course, everybody knows that Lane Thomas became an Atlanta Brave last night. That's the guy I've been talking about for, was it 2 months now? Whoever was with me on that broadcast when we did Phillies in Kansas City, I've been beating the table ever since. The 1-2 down and in, 2-2. He has an 850 OPS against left-handed pitching. That's huge because we don't have guys that hit left-handers well that play left field routinely. The Yaz is much better against right-handed pitching, so now you get a true platoon out there. He also owns Christopher Sanchez, the ace of the Phillies. The 2-2 pitch. Baldwin, kind of an excuse-me swing, hustles down the line, but the way he runs, he'll never get there. 1-3 on the putout. 1 down. He would just pump his arms, man. He just flails them out there. Phoebe. The Phoebe Rachel run. Left to right across the outfield for the Nationals. It's Lyle, Cruz, and Wood around the horn. Third to first, Vivas. C.J. Abrams. Nunez at second, Garcia at first. Ruiz is behind the plate, and of course, Cavalli is some kind of a delay here. Blake Butera, the manager of the Nationals, is, man, he's $300 worth of hell he's raising out there. I'm not sure what the issue is. Got into it with Butera about something. First pitch, knuckle curve. They called it an automatic ball because the pitcher was not engaged. So the first pitch, knuckle curve, makes it 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2. That's what I figured it was, but there wasn't any indication on any of the screens yet. So I knew it couldn't be about the out they just recorded. So a 1-2 count to Acuna. I don't like that rule to begin with, but it is a rule. Pitch on the way, swing. Ronald hits it high and deep down the right field line. If it's fair, it's going to be bending foul just before the 325 mark out there in right field. Just not a big fan of that particular rule, but nonetheless, it is the rule that we have to live with. 1-2 count. Upstairs misses high. 2-2. The rule is you have to be engaged by 8 seconds, but it's so dumb. It's like you got a pitch clock. If the ball needs to be thrown, if the pitcher's ready to roll and throws it within the time frame, you should be ready to do it. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, blew it right by him, 2 down. So the automatic ball did not cost them anything as Cade Cavalli gets his first strikeout of the day. His over-under was 6.5, so it tells you they expect him to have success on the strikeout end versus Atlanta. But the over-under is the first pitch swinging by Matt Olson. It's going to be an easy ground ball over to first base, and he'll step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. Braves go down quietly, 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first here in Braves country. 0-0, or top of the second. 0-0 your score here in Braves country. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Welcome in, everybody. British Columbia. Welcome in. Wildfire. Hill County. Savannah. The ATL. NY. New York City. That was some kind of a hot sauce commercial, wasn't it? Bolivia. Germany. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball upstairs. Misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Down in the West Texas town of El Paso. Oh, that was the name of the hot sauce. I thought you were talking about the city. The 2-0. It's like, man, I thought you were in North Carolina. The 2-0 pitch. Outside wide, 3-0. 3-0 count. Right down the pipe for a strike, 3-1. Y'all remember that song, Born in East LA? I think it was Cheech or Chong, or maybe it was both of them that cut that song. Four-seam fastball misses high, ball 4. And J.R. Ritchie walks the leadoff runner to start the second inning. Was it just Cheech by himself? It's funny about that Cheech. I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff that I just didn't realize. The curveball smacks the outer edge for a strike. The batter Tanya. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Filthy bender down and in. It's 0-2 count. That was not Bruce Springsteen. The 0-2. Down and in. Tried to get him to chase another curveball. This time he took it 1-2. But anyways, when I'm not watching a ton of baseball and whatnot, I'll tune into like sitcoms and Law and Order at night after the game's over just to try to wind down. And I recently found is the 1-2 pitch swing chopper on the ground. Foul. I kind of knew about it, but I don't think I ever watched it. That after the Golden Girls ended, they tried to have a spinoff called The Golden Palace, and I guess it lasted a year. But it had bad ratings. But it was the 1-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike 3, change up on the inner track. Backwards change of scorecard. He's challenging this, but it did look like it crossed the plate, and it did. So,
Ball
They'll lose a challenge off the bump. Anyways, the Golden Palace, which I was a little hesitant to click on anything called the Golden Palace. I didn't know if that was slang for something I wasn't aware of. But anyways, I go on there, and I notice it's all the same characters except they took the Dorothy character off. She left the show, or whatever happened there. And Cheech is working in the kitchen at the hotel as the chef, as the 4-seed fastball high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. And within a couple of episodes, Chong made an appearance as a guest spot. But Don Cheadle was working behind the desk. That must have been his first big acting role. It's the 1-0 right there at the knees, 1-1. And they had a ton of guest spots, but it's not a great show, but it's entertaining. It's basically Golden Girls if you take away Dorothy, and I always thought she kind of made the show. The 1-1 count. Swing, chops it down the line, foul. 1-2. Chop Shot said he liked the Golden Palace. It's not terrible. I will say that it's not terrible. It's not like something someone puts it on, you're like, oh, God, do not put this on again. But I do know I won't rewatch it. I'm trying to get through the 20 episodes or whatever it is. But yeah, Don Cheadle is rocking a high top fade. His early 90s, and he's working the desk as the manager / the guy that checks all the people in. 1-2 count, swung on, and that ball is ripped into right field. And it's a single. And the Nationals have runners at first and second and one away. So 2 on and 1 out, and Richie, he was thrust into action. He was supposed to start in Gwinnett last night. Got pulled at the last second when they got the news of Raylo getting pulled. Vivas, the batter, number 8 hitter, for the Nationals. And the first pitch on the way is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count, infield back into the right, double play depth. Swing, hammered down the first base line, foul. 0-2. They're showing Garcia in the dugout on the Washington broadcast. He must just be feeling under the weather. That must have been what happened. My first thought was, did he get traded to somebody? So he can kind of play all over the infield, and the guy does have 23 home runs. The 0-2 count, high and out of the zone, 1-2. I think they will definitely do a lockout. I think that was always happening. But now you're going to have more fans agreeing for the lockout. As the 1-2 pitch, swing lifted high and deep into right field, drifting over, making the catch. And the momentum taking him back to the warning track is the ad for out number 2. On the catch, runner at second tags up and goes to third. So Ruiz, the catcher, is at third now. There are 2 outs. And Nunez with very good speed is at first. So the base path is not clogged up, and he might be looking for his 40th stolen base of the season. Runner goes, and going down, he was easily stealing the bag as Nunez, as we kind of predicted. Kind of saw that coming. He had a field day running on the Braves the last series. He hasn't gotten on base much, so we haven't seen it much in this series, but the kid can absolutely fly. He's got the fastest time from first to second in baseball. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chopped on the ground. Riley's got it, looks over, fires it to first, and that'll end the inning. So no harm, no foul. We get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the second. 0-0 your score. here in Braves country.
My wife threatened to leave me because of my filthy and disgusting habits. I was so shocked, I almost choked on my toenails.
Now, if you want to crown them, but they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
To protect her home and family in a disaster, Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hey, buddy, I'll be back. I'm going to run to McDonald's real quick. Run to McDonald's. Didn't they suspend your license today in court? Yeah, what's that got to do with anything? You can't drive with no license, Roy. What are you talking about? Yeah, you can't. I don't use a license to start my truck. What are you going to do if you get pulled over with no license? Same thing I always do when I get pulled over. Run. You're going to get in trouble, man. What are they going to do, take my license? You're going to go back to jail. And guess what? When I get out, I'll drive home. Man, one of these times, they're just not going to let you out of jail. Nah, next time I go to jail, I'm going to be there for a while after what I said to the judge last time. I am on thin ice.
If I want to smoke, I will smoke. If I want to drink, I will drink. If I want to go out, I will go out. Because I'm the one that brings the money in this house. I'm the one with the boss in this house. So if I'm going to go out, you're going to stay here with the kids. You got that? And that's how it is. That's how I'm going to tell her when she gets here.
It travels 60 feet 6 inches from the pitcher's mound to home, and it can cover that distance at nearly 100 miles an hour. Along the way, it can be made to twist, spin, curve, wobble, rise, or fall away.
Nothing, your score. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Michael Harris II coming on. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging, dribbles it over to second. Be an easy 4-3. One pitch, one out. Starter bottom of the second. Braves are taking the first 3 games of this series. Looking for a 4-game sweep. As the left-handed bat, switch hitter bat of Ozzie Albies comes to the plate. First pitch is a cutter right down the pipe on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1 just misses the outer edge. Sweeper. Good take by Ozzie. 1-1. One count. Swing and a miss over the curveball. 1-2. Infield playing back into the right. Outfield deep and straight away. And time is called by the backstop Ruiz. He's going out there to talk to Cavalli. Righty-lefty, the 1-2 pitch swing, chops it down the first base side, bangs it towards the first base dugout. We'll do it again at 1-2. The 1-2. Swing. And he's going to just slap that down the third base line. Nobody's over there on the shift. So Ozzie Albies takes a long turn, but decides to go back to first. And it's a 1-out single for the Wiz. Good piece of hitting there by Ozzie.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Wish he would do that more often. Him and Harris, they have such a huge shift put on them, and with their speed, heck, if they just drop bunts down, but if you can just punch it down the third base side, it's always going to be at least a single, if not a double. First pitch swinging by Dubon is hit up the middle. That's going to be a 6-4-3 inning-ending rally-killing double play. Dubon saw one pitch, and he doubles up 2 outs. We go to the top of the third. 0-0 here in Braves country.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner? Get in my belly.
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please. Jambalaya?
Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then.
And then.
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 I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games. You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
Huh, you know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. First pitch is a curveball on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. We got another delay. Oh, a random ball was thrown. Guess Michael Harris tried to toss another throw to. Was it Rebecca yesterday that said they almost caught the ball? Anyways, whoever it was didn't catch it and bounced back into play. The 0-1 pitch, check swing. James Wood, did he go around? They checked down the line. He did not. 1-1 your count. So 1-1. Swing and a miss. Change up over the top. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Caught looking, strike three. Punch him out on the outer edge. And there's one away. He wants to challenge this. And yeah, he got it. By quite a bit. I don't know why that was. Brian Walsh is not one of the worst umpires out there. That was a strange call. The 2-2, swing, pop up, high in the sky. Dubon makes the catch out there. I guess in Brian Walsh's defense, a normal-sized human, that's a strike, but James Wood is 6'6", 234 pounds. Youngster out of Rockville, Maryland. He's got 30 home runs on the year. When this series started, all I thought was, What are the chances that he leaves Atlanta with 30 home runs? That's where he's still sitting. We've kept him off the board so far. The 1-0. Way outside wide, 2-0. Richie's found his way through the first couple innings unscathed. He's given up 2 hits. He has been a little erratic. A lot of his pitches look good. A lot of them are way outside wide. Still got a lot of work to do before he's a polished pitcher. The 4-seam misses high, 3-0. With him getting the start today, that tells me that he may be, unlike a lot of people think, he may be untouchable in the trade market. Is it 3-0? They call that a strike, ball 4. They're saying Drake waited too long to challenge it. I think Drake was just absolutely shocked that it was a strike. I mean, it was called a ball. I think he thought it was called a ball. It wasn't until Lyle started heading to first that you see Drake look back and go, wait, what? And he went to challenge it. At that point, Walsh, you have 2 seconds. Once it gets to that 3rd second, you're not allowed to challenge it. It's just one of those things where you're that surprised by the call that you don't even think it could be a strike. I mean, excuse me, a ball. First pitch upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch hit the zone by about half the ball was in the zone. It was definitely a strike. The 1-0 pitch, swing, rips it down the line, foul, 1-1. And umpires are very quick to make sure that you stay under that 2-second rule, because the whole thing of it is they don't want anyone having an advantage and getting some kind of an indication from the dugout that a ball had missed the zone or not. The 1-1 misses high, 2-1. And then, of course, anytime an umpire can tell you, sorry, dude, you can't challenge me. What I say goes, they're going to do it. The 2-1 pitch, swing, lifted, high, lifted deep, going back, on the track, making the catch at the wall, leaping catch by Michael Harris II to save the day, 2 away. 75% of this world is covered by water, the rest by Michael the Hawk Harris.
Keep your game tight.
Never know, you know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Wow! The Hawk went up and got it at the top of the wall. Smooth catch, too. Bangs into the wall, comes down. Gets the tip of the cap from J.R. Ritchie. C.J. Abrams, the batter. Now you got to be careful. My guess is he does not see the lineup a 3rd time through. So there's a very good chance that we're going to get. As the first pitch on the way, runner goes, throw goes down to second, but that ball was a curveball. It's a very tough pitch to try to throw someone out on. C.J. Abrams, whose first time up, he struck out. Pitch on the way, down and in. Ball 2-2-0. On deck is Ruiz. Now you technically have a base open. If you're J.R. Ritchie, you don't have to throw to this guy. The 2-0 pitch. Misses. Ball 3-3. No, I would go ahead and just put him on at this point. I'm not playing games. The guy's got 28 home runs with the rookie. I would just put him on and face the right-handed catcher, Ruiz. 3-0 pitch. Peppers it foul, up and in. Good pitch there. The touch up, top out of the zone. If he does hit that one, it's going to be no harm, no foul, but I think they're playing dangerous game here. The 3-1 pitch, called on the outer edge, full count. CJ's not going to challenge. He did not like the call, and for good reason. It looked like, it's off by about an inch and a half. The payoff pitch, swing, chopper off the plate, and we'll do it again. J.R. Ritchie, for those of y'all keeping up with it, He's about to throw his 50th pitch. We're in the third inning. A little north of where you want to be on your pitch count, but not terribly high. So a full count. Swing, rolls it on the ground, and Ozzy's there. Great job of actual pitching by a youngster. J.R. Ritchie gets him to swing at a bad one. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 0-0 your score here in Braves country. On this date in 1881, with his team already ahead in the 8th inning, 5-0, White Stockings, later known as the Cubs, outfielder Abner Dalrymple becomes the first player walked intentionally with the bases loaded. The Buffalo Bison's right-hander Jack Lynch gives up the run-producing free pass in an eventual 11-2 victory for Chicago. On this date in 1907, Washington Center's 19-year-old rookie right-hander Walter Big Train Johnson makes his major league debut, losing to the Detroit Tigers 3-2. Ty Cobb gets the first hit off the future Hall of Famer with the bunt single, who will finish with 417 wins, 279 losses, a .599 career mark, record that will compile an ERA of just 2.17 during his 21 years as a big leaguer, all with Washington. And on this date in 1979, Thurman Munson dies when the Cessna Citation, a jet he is learning to fly, clips a tree and crashes 1,000 feet short of the runway at Akron-Canton Regional Airport. 32-year-old New York Yankee catcher took lessons over 2 years to get home more easily on off days to be with his family in Ohio. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Philadelphia leads Baltimore 2-0 in the third, so we're not getting any help over there so far. Here it's 0-0. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Leading off is going to be the Yaz. First pitch on the way. Swing, rips it. High and deep. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot, and the Yaz go shopping in the chop shop on a Sunday afternoon.
You know where we're going. Yep, we're heading for the mountains. Yabba, yabba, go. Yahoo! If you guys want to play rough, I can play rough too. Get out!
Sweet Moses!
Stick around, you ain't seen nothing yet.
His 8th home run of the year.
Biceps, plenty of autographs for everybody.
First pitch is a four-seam fastball to Riley. Just kisses the black on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing, fouls it away. 0-2 count to Riley. One to nothing your score. Atlanta just took the lead on a solo shot by Yastrzemski, if you just joined us. .403 happy feet. The 0-2. Just misses outside. It is 1-2. The 1-2 count. Cavalli brings it. Check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. He did not. 2-2. It's Kyle Bradish versus Zach Wheeler today. And it's starting to rain there, so I don't know if they'll get that whole game in. Right now, Philly leads it 2-0, the 2-2. Caught looking, strike 3. He gets way too many backwards Ks. Fastball all over the plate, and Riley blows bubbles and goes back to the dugout. I think you got to start batting him ninth. I've only been saying that for about 2 months, but first pitch to Jim Jarvis is right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Especially when you have Drake leading off, why not have Riley? I can understand if Acuna's leading off versus the lefties, but even still, versus the right-handers, why do you not have him batting ninth? And that way you've got lefty, righty, lefty on the 8-9-1 batters, and back to the right-hander on number 2. The 1-1, misses high, 2-1. And he's simply going to get better pitches to hit if Drake is on deck and not Jim Jarvis. They did it for a long time with Michael Harris. It was because of inexperience, but this is just a necessity because he's not hitting the ball. The 2-1 swing. Little slow hopper on the ground over to second, and have a pause and then midair fire by Nunez. 2 down. He was waiting for the first baseman, El Chapo, to get over there. He went airborne and was waiting for him to come down. I think Nunez played a little basketball because he acted like he had to let go of it before he hit the ground, or he was going to get a double dribble called. Here comes the Drake. 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch misses the spot. It's 0-1. The 1-0. Below the knees, called for a strike, 1-1. But for those of y'all who haven't been following and wondering why I was banging the table wanting Lane Thomas added to the Atlanta Braves, he hits lefties well, and he has an unbelievable average against (2-1) count. An unbelievable average against Christopher Sanchez, the southpaw of the Phillies, and you know there's a good chance we're going to face them in the postseason. We're also going to face them 2 more times in the regular season. He's 10 of 17 lifetime versus him. 2-1 outside wide, 3-1. When I saw the numbers in the Philly KC game, it was a Monday afternoon game. We did a doubleheader. Kansas City absolutely smacked the Phillies around with Christopher Sanchez on the mound. The 3-1. Just what? Calls it a strike. For whatever reason, Drake is too scared to challenge it. 2 to 3 inches off the plate, and it's a full count. He's got to get better at that. Luckily, this pitch is in the dirt, and it won't matter, but if he would have struck out there, they got to start having these conversations with the man. If something is that far off the plate, we trust you. He's gotten gun shites ever since he came back from injury. He does not challenge pitches when he's at the plate. I think it's been beat into his head too much that they want those challenges for when we're pitching, but man, something that far out. Because then you bring Acuna to the plate and you never know. You could get a homer here. First pitch, swing and a miss, 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Braves lead at 1-0. Mike Yastrzemski hit his 8th home run of the year, if you're just joining us. The 0-1 pitch, down and away. It is 1-1. Trade deadline is tomorrow. We're going to do a trade deadline reaction show on Tuesday right before the Marlins series. Let all the dust settle. 1-1 pitch, down and away, 2-1. Because they'll have trade deadline shows on MLB Network and on ESPN and everywhere else you can think of under the sun. I would, if you're choosing between the two, I would tell you watch the MLB Network one. They usually do a much better job. The 2-1 count, down and in, called for a strike, 2-2. We'll keep you updated on any moves the Braves make on our posts, and then we're going to come on at 6:30 on Tuesday night for the, I believe it's a 7:05 or 7:10 first pitch. Or no, it's a 7:15. It's at home. The 2-2. Swing, whistles it straight back. We'll do it again. We'll go over all the Braves moves, anything that happens in our division, and then anything big picture that affects us. But it'll be focused on what the Braves did, and by then you'll also know who they've moved in the roster. The 2-2 count. Check swing, went around, strike 3. Cunha down on strikes. We go to the top of the 4th. 1-0 good guys as the Yaz goes yard here in Braves country.
Yes, put everything on it. Don't hold back.
Ruby Dern, your frazzle dazzle.
Braves country is AFC South country all season long.
Drive starts at the 1 and looking for a little breathing room, and they get that and plenty more. Derrick Henry still going. Stays in bounds. He might go. 99 yards for the touchdown. Unbelievable. Touchdown. Slant caught. Touchdown. Marquise Lee. And he punched the ball into the stands. Deep. And he's got it. Keelan Cole. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
AFC South on Braves country.
Ford, Chevy, or Dodge?
Chevy all the way. It's the heartbeat of America.
I'm going to go off the reservation on this one. Like,
imagine that.
Now I have an actual American truck. I have a Nissan. You laugh. My truck is made in Tennessee and it's going to spend most of its life in Alabama. That's American. What are we going to do for Chevy? Isn't Chevy made in like Mexico or something? I know Dodge is made in Mexico.
So Chevrolet's made up in Michigan, Detroit City.
That's not America.
Armchair.
Cars from all over America come to find a new home in Florida, just like you. I moved here after the draft. I noticed there was one thing missing from this great town: a celebrity-endorsed used car shop. That's why I founded BJ's Used Autos. Every one of these beauties is freshly painted. They look brand new. We have new models coming in every morning, usually around 2 a.m. We can get you anything. I've taken the skills I've learned as a pro football player to the used car business. Smash, grab, and run like hell.
The bat is made of turned ash, less than 42 inches long, not more than 2 3/4 inches in diameter.
You're listening to Braves Country Baseball. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back. First pitch upstairs. Curveball. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Ruiz. Open stance from the left side, the 1-0. Four-seam fastball misses. Ball 2-0. The 2-0 count. Swing. Smokes it into right field, a one-hopper. Right there to the Yaz. And it's a leadoff single. Leadoff runner on again for the Nationals. Keep doing that, you're eventually going to pay for it. That'll bring Tanya to the plate. With the day off tomorrow, in a pretty well-rested bullpen. My guess would be is the first pitch upstairs, check swing. Did he go around? He did not. It's 1-0. Richie's going to be allowed to face the bottom of the order here, and if it goes back to the top, they'll probably, unless we get a big lead in the bottom of this next inning, they'll probably end up pulling them. It's 1-0 right there, 1-1. One count. Misses high, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Just grabs the outer edge. They are going to a rain delay in in Baltimore right now. Phillies and Orioles, they're running the tarps out onto the field. Mets and Marlins are scoreless. Early going in that one is a 3-1 outside wide, ball 4. So first two batters on and nobody out, and now trouble's a brewing. Quick mound visit out there. Jeremy Hefner and Baldwin talking to J.R. Ritchie. Braves have won 4 in a row after dropping 2 in a row to the Mets. Of course, coming off the series win against Baltimore before that. Two on, nobody out. And the first pitch swinging. Rattles it foul, out of play, curveball. It's 0-1. I'm really surprised Nunez isn't dropping a bunt here. He's fast enough to beat out the bunt, but also you get the runners to second and third with 1 out. The 0-1, down and in, 1-1. And the infield is playing back and to the right. Riley is about even with the third base bag, but that's not nearly close enough if Nunez lays a perfect bunt down. The 1-1. Curveball down and in, 2-1. This is definitely not where he can start trying to paint the edges. You got to go after Nunez. He's a light-hitting hitter, and you don't want to load the bases. Vivas is on deck, and El Chapo is in the hole. Is the sinker right there. That'll even up the count, 2-2. Good sinker. The 2-2 count. Swing, chopper off the edge. Bangs the curveball behind him. I think we all knew Tarek Skubal was going to be a Dodger. When Rosenthal and all these knuckleheads kept saying that the Braves were in the lead for the trade for Skubal, I kept saying, I'll believe it when I see it. Because we don't give up the prospects you need to give up for a Skubal trade. I know there was some pushback online about what the Tigers got back. River Ryan is an elite prospect. A lot of folks aren't familiar with him, but the 2-2 swing pops it up. And they got 2 other really good prospects, but it's more of the backlash and people putting their tinfoil hat on, saying that the writers are in collusion to build up the prospects for Major League Baseball, for Dodger players. That's a huge stretch. The 2-2, up and in, 3-2. These guys' jobs depend on them being accurate. Not to mention the fact that the GMs trading for the guys, their job relies on success from these trades. The 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 1 away. I thought that if the Braves ended up getting someone like a Tarek Skubal, they were going to have to give up someone like J.R. Ritchie. I would be fine giving up Owen Murphy. I don't know if I want to give up J.R. Ritchie. J.R. Ritchie's looked pretty good. You know, he's a kid, so he's going to struggle, but he's looked pretty good in his time up in the bigs. First pitch swing, and that ball's going to get dropped into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Everybody's going to go station to station because they didn't know if Ozzie was going to be able to make it back there and catch it, and there was one away. So not a hard hit ball, but Vivas hit him where they ain't, and now El Chapo coming to the plate. You knew Skubal. I honestly thought the Yankees had a decent chance of getting him. But the biggest problem with making those big trades on a lot of these guys is front offices are more worried about bragging on all these prospects they have as the first pitch up and in, and that hits El Chapo in the head. It's going to tie the game. Hopefully he's okay. It was the curveball. That's the good news. The curve just didn't curve. So thankfully it wasn't his fastball. He looks dazed and confused right now. Definitely no intention with the bases loaded and leading by one. It's one of those curveballs that just didn't bend, and Chapo didn't get out of the way. Not that I'm blaming him by any stretch of the imagination. Appears to be okay. He's up and he's smiling. See if he stays in the game. But Garcia, something's wrong with Garcia because they pulled him. They pulled Arelo. They pulled him at the last minute. Of course, that changed the entire batting order. So I've had that fun the last 2 days. The guy that I would like to see the Braves still go after, and they could get him, is Casey Mize from the Tigers. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch right there. Down below the knees for a strike, it's 0-1. And you wouldn't have to give up the big-time prospects for Mize, but is the 1-0 pitch. Swing. Peppers it foul down the first base line. It's 1-1. So James Wood, who hit the home run against J.R. Ritchie, his very first pitch ever in the big leagues, is standing at the plate with the bases loaded. Double play would be huge here. Infield back into the right, the 1-1. Curveball, 1-2. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a fly out to left. A fly out here would most likely score the runner. Tania is at third, and he's got decent speed, the 1-2. Curveball down and in. 2-2. Two pitch change up, and it's a full count. I do think that they will make some kind of move for a starting pitcher. The thing about Casey Mize is he's under club control through next year as well. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it off the plate. Freddie Peralta is an interesting one, but what would the Mets ask for? Three-two count. And Reed Detmers is another one that I've had earmarked, but he's got 2.5 years of control left. I don't know if they'd sell him. The 3-2 pitch, swing, lifted, high and deep, back near the warning track for a loud out number 2. Here comes the throw to the infield, and the Nationals take the lead 2-1. That might be best case scenario with James Wood at the plate and the bases loaded. He first took that swing, and he got a lot of air underneath that. Thankfully, Yaz was going all the way back towards the bullpen. So Dalen Lyle, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, comes to the plate. Dylan Cruz is on deck. First and second, 2 outs. Pitch upstairs, misses high. It's 1-0. So Detmers and Mize, if you add them, you add for the future as well. So if you give up something more than just a throwaway prospect, it's worth it. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. Freddie Peralta is a rental. He's a 2-month rental. So is Brady Singer. And Jose Soriano was pulled as the 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away. Down the left field line. Will it stay in play? It will not. So 2 strikes now. J.R. Ritchie a strike away from getting out of this jam. Jose Soriano has quite a bit of control left. But he's a strikeout pitcher. He's a flamethrower. Braves country would love to watch that guy pitch. The 1-2. Upstairs misses high, 2-2. You talking about Robbie Ray? Yeah, he would be cheaper to get, though, than Logan Webb, and I would rather have Robbie Ray, to be honest with you. The 2-2 pitch, misses high, 3-2. Southpaws are so hard to find that are good at what they do in the big moments, and Robbie Ray is. And Logan Webb, you're going to have to pay the rest of his salary, but also, man, his velo is down. The 3-2 pitch, swing up the middle. That ball's going to get grabbed by JJ, flips it first, and that'll end the inning. So all in all, not a bad job of getting out of that. We did give up the 2 runs, but that could have been a heck of a lot worse. We go to the bottom of the 4th, trailing by 1 here in Braves country.
He is not the love of your life. He is literally just a guy. Hit him with your car.
We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires on to first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the 2021 World Series. Oh, baby.
Hey, you think y'all could chill out on the online shopping for me? Just a little bit, please? Y'all killing us. Damn it, man. Y'all know we already Temu tired. And then now here goes Sheen with they shenanigans. Damn it, man. Come on, little stank. It ain't even no more social distancing out here or nothing. Go call your little friend up, go to the mall, and do some shopping, damn it. Stay off the web. Sheen getting just as bad as Temu. I'd have been calling them Sheenmu. I had to deliver 28 bags, Sheen bags, to one house. Now, I know they got them big-ass boxes. Them be heavy as hell. They be big as me. I think y'all just like seeing my little ass struggle carrying these big-ass boxes. I ain't got time to be scanning all 28, 29, 37 items you just ordered. Come on, Sheen, put them in a box for me. I love y'all.
The batter has only a few thousandths of a second to decide to hit the ball. And yet the men who fail 7 times out of 10 are considered the game's greatest heroes.
Welcome back. Braves trail 2-1. The 1-0 right there on the outer edge, changeup 1-1. So with that acquisition, by the way, on most days when you're going to platoon Lane Thomas against lefties, and of course the Yaz versus righties out and left. It's a pitch on the way outside, wide 2-1. And you can move all that around because if you end up putting Acuna in the DH spot like you did today, that changes things. But the point is, your everyday shortstop has become Mauricio Dubon. The 2-1 pitch, swing, belted, high and deep, going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong, a solo shot, and your Atlanta Braves have tied this baby up.
Hello from Plank Road Field. Smooth as it gets.
Ice House. Always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today.
401 happy feet just below the chop house. So, since May 12th, Yaz, not counting today, it's obviously gone up. His OPS against right-handed batting is the first pitch right there, four-seamer to Michael Harris, is a strike. It's 0-1. His OPS is 850 versus right-handed pitching. For those of y'all who don't understand that, pay attention to it. It's not much of a new stat, but the old seam heads, the knuckle curve, called for a strike. He's going to challenge that. I don't blame him. That looked like that was a ball for sure. But OPS, just to give you a gauge, 700 is about average. Now, one thing is, you get that call right. He threw his hand up in the air like, see? You don't do that because umpires remember that and they feel like that you're showing them up. You just take your W and move on. The 1-1. Swing, chops it down the line, foul. 1-2. But, so his OPS is over 850 now after that home run earlier today against right-handed pitching. 800 is considered good. Anything above 800, really good. And when you start getting around the 900 range, it's outstanding. And, of course, the 1,000's off the charts. The 1-2. Down and in, 2-2. You now have Yaz, who hits, we'll just call it 850 against righties, which is extremely good. And Lane Thomas hits 850 against left-handed pitching, OPS. So it's a perfect match right there. Is the cutter. To full count, just misses. And I was always a fan of Lane Thomas when he played for the Washington Nationals. And it was rumored he was up for trademark. I wanted him back then because the guy's athletic. He gives you good at bats. The 3-2 pitch, swing, lifted. High into left field, but not deep enough. It'll be a lazy fly ball. One away. But you've really, you have expanded your lineup now where, I mean, honest engine, other than Austin Riley, on most days, you don't have a lot of holes in that lineup. You have guys that are going to get hot and cold, but if Olsen's the ice house, Riley's turning into an iceberg. He is frozen temperatures. I guess he's more of the Titanic. He's crashed into a cold spell and hasn't come up for air. The 0-1 count. Chops foul. 0-2. But you got guys that are out there on the trade market right now. Foster Griffin, Clay Holmes, Dustin May, Casey Mize, Robbie Ray, Kevin Gausman. As the cutter misses. 1-2. Shane Bieber, Reed Detmers, Jose Soriano, we already talked about it. Tyler Mahle, Bieber and Mahle, those are toss-ins. Those are guys, if you make a trade for those guys, they're really just eating innings until September. The 1-2 count. Swing lifted. High into left field, going over, making the catch. Near the warning track for out number 2. So Dalen Lyle's been busy today. But guys that are going to move the needle, guys that you would, if we get them, they're going to be starting in October, no-brainers. Casey Mize, Reed Detmers, Jose Soriano, Robbie Ray, Kevin Gausman. Those are the guys. The pitch outside and in. It's 1-0 to Dubon, who's 0 for 1. But I do think there's going to be quite a few times where Jim Jarvis is going to get the start against right-handed batters, and they're going to put Dubon all over the infield, including third base. 1-0. Pops it back foul. 1-1. And it could turn into a situation, it wouldn't be a straight platoon, but you could see a platoon situation where Austin Riley's being set versus right-handers frequently. Dylan Dodd appears to be ready in the pen. 1-1. Outside wide, 2-1. Two-one count, misses, four-seam fastball, 3-1. Infield, pretty straight up, slightly back into the left, the 3-1 to Dubon. Swing, hit hard on the ground, one hopper, but right there's the third baseman, Vivas, and he'll fire it to first, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Atlanta Braves. Matt Olson goes yard. 2-2 your score, all knotted up here in Braves country.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House.
Ice House.
Drunk and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello. Toga! The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka.
Toga!
Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway. Toga!
October 11th. October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th.
Toga!
I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
Toga!
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them!
Guys tired?
I'll get all sleep I need when I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here.
Toga!
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
Toga! And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga! 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 Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it! Let me hear it! Let me hear it!
Welcome back. Dylan Dodd comes in for J.R. Ritchie. And the first pitch fouled off. It's 0-1. Pickle over here telling me he's been washing his hair all weekend. I've heard those excuses before. Cruz At the plate, on deck at C.J. Abrams, and Ruiz is in the hole. Dylan Cruz 0 for 2 on the day with a fielder's choice and a flyout. The 1-2. Punches it back foul. Do it again. I figure it's going to be over-under on months for Ladarius to send me the email so I can respond to him. That was 2-3 weeks ago we were talking about that, lad. The 1-2. Swing, rips it towards left field, coming over, making the running catch. Good play over there by Dubon, makes it look easy, 1 away. If you're running 5 businesses, then you aren't washing your hair. You're pulling it out. Lefty-lefty matchup, C.J. Abrams, Dylan Dodd. First pitch swinging, fouls it away. It's 0-1. Hurd. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, sinker. I want you to, once again, the Braves finally get a day off tomorrow, so they have full reign of that bullpen that's fairly well rested because just the way this series is laid out. 1-1 count. Inside. 2-1. You had Hernandez eat those 3 innings the other night. I'll be shocked if he makes it back to us again. I couldn't believe he made it back to us last time. The 1-2. Fouls it back. You'd love to be able to go put him down back in the minor leagues and bring him up when you need some depth. One-two count. Drake is set up on the outside part of the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Big out there, 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down. First pitch is a sinker right down the pipe, lefty-righty matchup. Ruiz takes it for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Fouls back the sinker over the first base dugout. It's 0-2. Braves off tomorrow, trading deadline. Then Tuesday, we welcome in the Marlins for a 3-game set. The 0-2 pitch lifted down the line, foul. Game time on Tuesday, 7:15. We're going to come on there at 6:30 and talk about the trade deadline that was. Schwellenbach is in the dugout. The hope is that he'll be ready to go on a rehab assignment in the near future as the 0-2 down and in, 1-2. So far, so good on that, but he's not expected back until probably September. And how many starts does he get in? Does he get the rust knocked off? Is he even someone that you can even – I don't think you can expect him in your October plans, but you would hope for the best. If he's there and he's pitching well, he's absolutely going to be a part of it. Pitch on the way is fouled back. It's a 1-2 count. This will be pitch 16 of the inning. Pitch. Sinker. Pops it up. Very shallow right field. In fact, so shallow the Wiz makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Let's go to the bottom of the fifth and get some runs. Braves knotted up at deuces with the W's.
Are you making fun of me being fat again?
You're not fat again. You were always fat.
Hey, is it a trolley, buggy, or a cart?
It's a buggy. Here, down here, we have buggies. It's a buggy.
It is a shopping cart. A buggy is something you strap to a horse's ass.
Whenever you go down there to the Walmart, and what do you say to your youngin'? Hey, run over there and go grab me a buggy so we can do our shopping.
I ain't got no damn youngin'. What I say to him, get away from me, you ugly little...
A priest is driving down the road 100 miles an hour and he's stopped by the guards. The guard notices the smell of alcohol off the priest's breath and the bottle of wine on the floor. And he says to the priest, "You've been drinking, sir." No, just water. "Smells an awful like wine though," says the guard. The priest takes one look at the bottle and says, "Oh, good Lord, he's done it again."
This is the number 2, right?
Yes.
I meant to say number 3. I don't want this. And matter of fact, a number 7. Oh, number 3. You pick one.
What you mean I pick one? You just ordered the food.
Excuse me?
Bro, you heard what I said, bro. You about to close, bro. I got time for your bro.
What kind of customer service is this?
What kind of customer are you?
Baseball has nearly all the qualities and the narrative that the country has. It's competitive. It's spirited. It's got the joshing, and it's got the intellectual side, the great students of it. But it's also got labor unions and management and gimmicks and promotion, venality, great public fools in baseball, and great public heroes, and self-serving people, and generous people. And it has pride and unity of town and of country, and it'll do for a figure for the American system.
Mr. Mike Yastrzemski coming to the plate. And of course, last time he came up, he went yard. 403-foot home run to right center. Braves 2, Nats 2, bottom of the fifth. First pitch, four-seamer. Down and away, it's 1-0. Infield playing back into the right. And punches it over the dugout. 1-1. It's almost like a running bunt that he pulled back and check swing. Almost like an Ichiro is what I would call it. 1-1 count. The infield playing back into the right, and the third baseman is playing shallow in between third and second. The 1-1 swing punches it backwards. 1-2. Phillies and Orioles are in a rain delay. Have been for quite some time. They're in the bottom of the third, and Philadelphia leads it 2-0 over Baltimore. The 1-2 inside. Almost got him in the belt. 2-2. So if and when that game comes back, we'll keep you updated. Marlins lead the Mets 1-0. We could use a New York win in that one. The 2-2 count. Swing, hit hard on the ground over to second. Right at the second baseman, Nunez, who flips it to first. Brady House, who is in, makes the catch. One away. They must have pulled Chaparro after getting hit in the head. He must have been feeling some ill effects. House has been in pretty much ever since. Chaparro did go to the base after being hit, but I haven't seen him since. I don't even see him in the dugout. Austin Riley, the batter, first pitch on the way, right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, rips it towards right field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit up against the wall. Here comes Riley booking, and it's a one-out double for your boy Blue.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
Scalded off the wall. When he hits well to the right field area. Not saying that turned a corner for him, because every time we think he has, he hasn't, but he does much better when he's hitting the ball oppo and can still turn on one over the left field wall. First pitch on the way, swing, bangs it up the middle. Hard hit ball, and the ball is a bad throw by C.J. Abrams. Austin Riley's going to come home to score, and J.J., he won't get an RBI, but we do get a run, and the Braves take the lead.
You got too much class.
What can I say? This is it. 100% pure butter. I think you better slow down. Just slow down now. I can't. My motor is running. I can't stop. Happy, bright, pure dynamite.
Just a wide throw by C.J. Abrams. Fortunate that ball didn't go into the dugout, or JJ would be sitting over at second, but he's still at first. There's one out. Simon Matthews, the pitching coach, is coming out. Abrams, that's always been the thing against C.J. Abrams. He does not play a good defensive shortstop. I know I've talked about that all year long. I've talked about it ever since he's been doing this, but the kid can hit. There's no doubt about it. You wonder if and when someone makes a trade for him, do they try to put him in the outfield, or do they just make him a DH? I mean, Craig Kimbrell shows up everywhere. He's pitching for the Tampa Bay Rays right now in the back corner. First pitch on the way is down and away. It's 1-0. They're trailing 3-0 in their game. I bet Kimbrell's one of the first ones that gets kicked to the curb when the Rays make their moves at the deadline. Flips it over to first real quick to make the run, keep Jim Jarvis close by. Cavalli, another quick throw. Jarvis just back in time. So he's used both of his moves. If he goes over the end, he's got to get him. The 1-0. Misses outside. Sweeper. Drake, who walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Acuna standing on deck. Braves have a chance to break this baby open. Third time through the order seeing Cavalli. 2-0 down and away, 3. Cavalli still at a very good pitch counts. That was pitch 72 thrown. The 3-0. Swing, hard hit ball over to second, and that's going to end the inning. 6-4-3 rally killing double play, and we'll go to the top of the 6th, but we've got the 1-run lead. Looking for the sweeps against the Nationals.
You dumped a porn star? Friendship over!
Believe it or not, The actress who played Aunt Bethany in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was the same lady who provided the voice for Betty Boop and Olive Oyl. The Vlasic Pickle Stork mascot was an attempt to capitalize on pregnant women's craving for pickles. In 1846, a doctor started promoting hand washing in his clinic. He saw a link between women dying from childbed fever and doctors doing autopsies before delivering babies. Most people didn't believe him. He even lost his job. Sadly, he later died of sepsis in an asylum.
When someone asks you if you're a god, you say, yes!
Lager, the beer that brought the forest down.
I drive an exotic imported sports car. I eat exotic foreign food like frankfurters and pizza. But when it comes to numbing my mind, I'm a patriot. I drink the beer that brought the forest down. I'm a lager man. And with the new 80-bottle trunk pack, you've got enough for the evening. Hey, it's happy hour somewhere.
Lager brings out the patriot in you.
Putting up with me is like eating pudding with a fork. It's not impossible, but it's kind of a pain in the ass.
1786. A fine day. Play ball in the campus, but am beaten, for I miss catching and striking the ball. Princeton College.
Children have hit balls with bats as long as there have been children. But baseball's most direct ancestors were two British games. Rounders, a children's sport brought to New England by the earliest colonists, and cricket, a stately pastime divided into innings and supervised by umpires. By the time of the American Revolution, there were many variations. Boys played one version or another in schoolyards and village greens and on college campuses.
Welcome back. Atlanta's clinging to a 1-run lead, and time for a good old-fashioned Diddy party. Diddy Fuentes winds up and throws. First pitch, four-seam fastball. A little bit out of the zone. It's 1-0. I mean, you could go Diddy. You've got Dylan Lee available today after getting a day off. You got Iglesias. It's 1-0 right there. 2-0. Excuse me, 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. Blew it right by him. 1-2. This bullpen's going to be so much deeper if we can ever get Robert Suarez back. Pitch on the way. Swing. Four-seam. Swing and miss. Strike three. 1 away. If the Braves can make some moves for starting pitching, Lord, you'd hope they get at least one usable asset to go into October with. You can start putting Bailey Falter into the bullpen, and right now he's been starting more than he's been relieving in Kansas City, but he's not really a starter. He's not someone you're going to start in October. First pitch swung on, fouled away. It's 0-1. They need two starting pitchers, but I would, if they got one elite, like a Casey Mize, or I don't think he's on the books anymore, but we'll say Joe Ryan. They got someone like that. I could see a way that they could make it through October. Chris Sale going head-to-head with Tarek Skubal. I'll take that any day of the week. I don't care what anyone says. Chris Sale has that extra it factor in big moments. Is the 1-2 fouled off. We'll do it again. Your problem is going to be depth. It's not that Chris Sale can't beat Tarek Skubal. It's if we run into the Dodgers or whoever, who pitches game 2 and 3 and 4. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, 2 down. And though he pitched well last night, you're not jumping up and down if you find out Martin Perez is your number 2 going into the postseason. I figure best case scenario, Schwellenbach would be a piggyback if he comes back. Four-seam down and in. 1-0. 2 up, 2 down, top of the 6th. They've got a bubble wrap sale to get him to. I don't care what they got to do. 1-0 inside. 2-0. No whammies. The 2-0 count. Swing. Hit hard into right field, but right there making the catch with relative ease is Yaz as he takes a few steps in. That'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth, excuse me. By the way, Diddy only threw 11 pitches there. He may be back for more.
I love that car more than anything that I have. Dad, what about us? You need a Q-tip?
Overconfident female soccer team challenged an old retired male soccer team, and this happened. Check this out.
Male soccer players were challenged to a match by the American women's team at the peak of their performance.
This message is for Ryan Reynolds. 1, you should be here right now with your squad. 2, your team about to go down. Let's go.
12-0. Wrexham defeats the U.S. women.
A lot of people are mad at the men's soccer team because they pretty much said they should have taken it easier on the female soccer team. But a lot of people are saying they shouldn't have done this because the female soccer team wanted an actual match between retired, out-of-shape men, and you saw the outcome. So what side are you on? Do you think the retired football men went too far?
Oh, wow, I'm pretty sure that's going to be there it is. Another flag on the play.
Multiple flags on the play. Holding. Offense number 97. That penalty was declined. Touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 22. Penalty will be applied to the kickoff.
This is going to be one of the strangest calls.
That son of a... You playing against Dick this week? Yeah. Could be worse, man. When I played against him, he ejected all my players.
What?
Armchair.
Of all baseball's ancestors, town ball was by far the most popular. Under its rules, the infield was square. 8 to 15 men played on a side, sometimes as many as 50. The pitcher or feeder was the least important player. It was his job to lob the ball to the striker, who could wait and wait for the pitch he wanted. The runner was out if the ball was caught on the fly, or if he was soaked, hit with the ball while running between bases.
Welcome back. Ronald Acuna Jr. leads us off. We're in the bottom of the sixth, leading by 1, 3-2 your score. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 2 runs, 4 hits, and an error by Washington was the 1-0. Right there on the bottom of the zone. 1-1. Cade Cavalli, that was his 75th pitch, 76 incoming. Infield back into the left. The 1-1 pitch. Swing! What? Ronald Acuna Jr. woke up 3.5 weeks ago and says, I am swinging at the third pitch Cade Cavalli throws me on August 2nd. That ball was nowhere near the zone. The 1-2. This is high, 2-2. 2-2 count. Brings it. Swing, smokes it up the middle. Backhanded by Nunez. Off balance throw, wide throw, and Acuna will be safe. It's an infield single. I can't imagine they're going to give that an error. That was an incredibly difficult play. Nunez almost pulled it off. Ronald Acuna Jr. gets an infield single, and here we go.
Vamos!
Bravo. Bravo.
Good job by Brady House keeping that ball going to the into the dugout. It's the first pitch swinging. Knuckle curve to Mr. Matt Olson, who hit number 31 out earlier. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Check swing. Did he go around? They check down the line. 0-2. 0-2 count. 3-2 your score. Nobody out. Runner at first. The 0-2 pitch. Swing. Bang down the first base line, but foul. He'll live to tell that tale. Olson's on top of these pitches. It's a little surprising that they let him face Olson. Usually this is where teams go hit the bullpen. Matt Olson going to get a new bat. He steps back in. The 0-2. Swing, fouls it back. What's everybody doing with their day off tomorrow? Monday. No Braves baseball. I mean, other than obviously we're all going to be glued waiting to see if there's any news about the Braves making a trade. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, lifts it out to left field. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't, Matty. Runners on first and second, and Acuna comes off the bag trying to get Greedy's trying to take third base. So it's going to be 1 on, 1 out now. Bad job of running the bases by Acuna. Matt Olson does get the base hit.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
Just he stays safe if he holds the bag, but he had so much momentum because he had to go head first. He couldn't stop himself from leaving the bag. At that point, he probably should have just ran through and tried to head to home. Give Olson a chance to get up to second base. Olson is up to second, excuse me. He did make it up to second on that throw. But he should have just ran home because Olson may have made it to third at that rate, the 1-0. Outside wide. 2-0. 2-0 count. Good luck, Spaceman. The 2-0 pitch. Swing. Peppers it down the line. 2-1. If he would have went to third, if he would have went first to third immediately, he makes it. The problem was, if you look at the replay, he paused at second and then decided to take off. By that time, it's too late. Just put it to rest. The 2-1 pitch. This is high and out of the zone, 3-1. Braves are going to be the first team to employ a second base coach. The 3-1. Swing, roller on the ground. Over to second. Nunez fires it first. And Olson makes it down to second base, but there are 2 outs. Umpire, what are you doing out here? Man, Skip says I got to stand out here. Make sure Acuna and a couple of the others don't do anything dumb. God, Bill Miller has got to retire, man. He's got to get out of the way. Nunez was making that play, and he almost ran into Miller because Miller didn't know which way to go. Can't have a roly-poly out there as your second base umpire. First pitch swinging, chops it foul. It's 0-1. Yo, 1 count. Got to do that or give the third base coach a flare. the 0-1. Fouls it back 0-2, or stop and go sign so they can see visibly from second base. I say just give him a flare. If you think he should go to third, shoot one up in the air. The 0-2 count. Swing. Hard hit on the ground, but right at Brady House, and that's going to end the inning. So the inning started off promising, but a base running blunder runs us out of it. We go to the top of the 7th. Still leading by 1 here in Braves country.
If history repeats itself, I want a dinosaur, bro.
Work is work. You don't show up late, you don't make excuses, and you don't not work. If it wasn't work, they wouldn't call it work. They'd call it super wonderful, crazy, fun time, or skippity-doo.
What do we do? This has got way too complicated.
I've got it. Here's what's going down. Corey, you talk to your team. You guys are going to decline that holding call.
Done.
Yo, wait, but
Hold on. Trayshawn, once we break this huddle, you're going to get out there, do some crazy celebration. I'm talking some humpies. Whatever you got to do, you do it.
Okay, I got you.
I'm going to call unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration, giving the Whites better field position after the kickoff. Coach, I need you to talk to your team about letting them run that kickoff back.
Why would I do that?
Think about it. Defense, special teams, it's all one. You let them run that kickback, both your defenses get 6 points.
Nice.
Okay, everyone good here?
Yeah.
Nope. Once again, my kicker is getting no love.
Oh, shut up, Bill. Your team is in first place. Plus, you're about to get extra point for the PAT.
Yeah, don't be greedy, Bill.
Stop being greedy, Bill. Bill.
Fine.
Bill. Yeah, Bill.
I said fine.
Bill.
Bill. Yeah, Bill. You, Bill.
All right, let's do this. Get out there.
Wait a minute. Trayshawn comes in with a very delayed celebration here. Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure that's going to be yeah, there it is. Another
armchair.
I love these lazy Saturdays.
It's Wednesday.
When the University of Illinois played Northwestern, Illinois rooters fired blanks into the air. Much more convenient than yelling, the campus paper said, and has a better effect on the visiting team. And when the Princeton Tigers beat Yale, their fans roared right onto the field.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Pull up a chair. Your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back. Atlanta Braves lead this one 3-2. And Diddy is back out there for another inning. First pitch. Four-seam fastball. Rifles it foul off the edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Misses high. 1-1. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Spots it upstairs. Little top shelf tequila. 1-2. Four-seamer. Didn't get you to the 7th, and you've got. Well, this could just be the one batter he's going to face is the 1-2 pitch fouled off. You do have James Wood standing on deck, the left-handed power hitter. And they may decide to go to a Dylan Lee at that point, but is the 1-2 caught looking strike 3, one away. That's why running out of that inning was so important, because if you're truly trying to win this game, that one-run edge isn't much when you got someone like James Wood with 30 home runs coming to the plate. They will let him face James Wood. First pitch is a slider right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Suarez is expected to sit back sometime in August. Someone was asking about it. The 0-1 pitch swing. Backhanded by Olsen, flips it over to first. It's going to be a 3-1 put out. 2 down. Orlando Ribalta, the right-hander, warming up for Washington. He gets through this Cruz is on deck, and then you've got C.J. Abrams, another power hitter from the left side. You would think by then, no matter how this plays out, Dylan Lee would be in the game. First pitch misses inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Fouls it back, 1-1. One count. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, 1-2. Three runs, 6 hits, no errors for Atlanta, 2-4-1 for the Nationals. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, 98 miles an hour. Blew him away at the top corner. We'll go to the bottom of 7, trying to get up and stretch, Braves country. 3-2, your score. Welcome back. Nick, I didn't pick your fantasy name. You can go in and change that anytime you want. That's just something that's random that they pick according to the name you have on Yahoo. So Mauricio Dubon will come to the plate. First pitch on the way is up and in. Spins Dubon around. It's 1-0. 1-0. Turns and kicks. Good take there. Slider down and away. Two-0 count. Swing, rips it into left field over the leaping glove of Vivas at third, and it's a leadoff single from Mauricio Dubon and your Atlanta Braves.
Pardon me, would you have any?
But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball off the plate to Yastrzemski, who hit a home run back in the third inning his first time up. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 on the day, grounded out to second his second time up. Infield is back and to the right, outfield deep and straight away. The 0-1 to Yaz is Ribalta, the new pitcher for the Nationals, fires the four-seam fastball. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing, chops it down the line, foul. If you're just joining us, J.R. Ritchie went 4 innings, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 4 Ks. Dylan Dodd came in with 1 inning, a clean inning with 1 strikeout, and Didi Fuentes followed that up with 2 clean innings and 4 strikeouts. 1-2 misses high, 2-2. I think one of the smartest things they've done all year long roster-wise was realizing Didi was not ready to be a starter, but he could be very dominant with those 2 pitches as a reliever. He's step off of second base, and Dubon caught him sleeping. The throw's going to go out into the outfield as C.J. Abrams covering the bag couldn't get there in time, and Mauricio Dubon makes up for the boneheaded base running in last inning for very high IQ baseball.
But of course.
Base running in this inning. He just kept expanding his lead, and he realized Ribalta wasn't paying attention. So he just took off, realizing it was going to take a perfect throw to get him, and even then I don't think they get him. Slides into second as the throw went behind CJ. CJ coming from short in a hurry. The ball goes behind him, and now the infield is in, and the Braves, with the hopefully 4th run of the game, is standing at third with nobody out. The payoff pitch to Yaz. Swings, slaps it back foul. You very rarely see it timed up like that where it works. Normally, somebody sees it and they alert the pitcher in time, where all he's got to do is turn around and throw to second, and the guy's done. The payoff pitch. Swing. Lifted. High and deep. Into center field, right in front of the 400 mark. And that nifty base running by Dubon is going to score the run. And it's an RBI sac fly by the Yaz.
That's it. Yes, put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, do. Yahoo!
So 4-2 your scores. The lead is now doubled. Tom Cosgrove, the left-hander, is warming up in the pen for the Nats. And the first pitch to Riley is off the plate. They called it a strike. It's 0-1. So far off the plate, both Washington and Atlanta's broadcast as the 0-1 pitch swing, rips it up the middle, backhanded by Nunez. High throw. Will he hold the bag? Good hold by Brady House. That was a wildly high throw, 2 down. I don't know the last time I've seen a second baseman have to make this many off-balance throws to first. I know he had the one gaff, but all in all, he's done a pretty darn good job. He made that grab on the shortstop side of the bag. And he started the at-bat on the second base side. The new shift rules came into effect a few years ago. You can't start on the other side of the bag, but he's got the speed to make up ground. First pitch down to Jim Jarvis, it's 1-0. 1-0, outside wide, 2-0. You'll see Ozzie have to do it, maybe once again, but usually not. Nunez has made 4 plays like that. One of them was poorly thrown. Everything else has been perfect. The 2-0. Swing and a miss over the top, 2-1. On deck is Drake Baldwin. Raised with 7 hits and 4 runs. No errors. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, chops back foul. 2-2. Washington with 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. Those errors have been the difference in the game. The one a second ago that sent the runner out to left field, sent the runner from second, stealing second, going to third, and then prior to that, Riley came in on an error. The 2-2 swing and a miss, change up off the edge, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put another one on the board. 4-2 good guys. We go to inning number 8.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink. When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah? For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing trouble.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
I don't know what the context is, but this made me laugh. You better be winning if I'm going to risk getting robbed. Dylan Lee is on. I'm sure I'm missing some kind of an inside joke there. First pitch on the way is down and in for a ball. Slider. It's 1-0. Is that out of a movie? The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Changeup misses, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Right there on the outer edge. 2-1. Georgia hockey. The 2-1 pitch. 2-2. Now I'm really lost. Georgia has hockey now? Did they get another team that won't succeed? 2-2 count. Down and in, slider. Full count. Payoff pitch, down below the knees, ball 4. So he heads to first. Now the tying run will come to the plate. First pitch on the way, lefty-lefty matchup. Four-seamer right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Infield back into the right. C.J. Abrams, the batter, high and inside, but brushes him back. Four-seam fastball, 1-1. That'll wake you up. 92 miles an hour sizzling up around your noggin. Four-seam fastball just grabs the outer edge, makes it 1-2. You'd love a double play here, but a strikeout or a pop out. Anything to keep the runner at first. On deck, you've got Ruiz, the switch hitter, and then Tania is in the hole. 1-2, swing, pop up. They usually pinch hit for Tania, but Brady House has already been used, so it'll be interesting to see what they do there. Swing and a miss, strike 3 slider. Went fishing there. 1 away. That's his 300th career strikeout for Dylan Lee. I'll be honest, I'm surprised it's not a little higher. Seems like he's been around a lot longer than he has. So Dylan Lee, strikeout number 300 in his career. He didn't show up till the postseason of 2021 for us, but it just feels like I guess because you see him every day, but not like he throws a ton of innings. First pitch on the way, swing chopper on the ground to Riley. He'll fire it the long way to second. It's going to be a 5-4-3 inning-ending, rally-killing double play. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the good guys are on top by 2. Let's get some insurance.
All right, everybody, we gathered y'all here today to let everybody know that I got COVID! COVID!
Armchair.
Dad, what? Do you think you're a good person?
Yeah, I'm wonderful. Just ask me. I'll tell you.
Oh, Dad, I don't want one of your lines. Seriously answer.
I don't know. I try to be.
What does that mean? You try? I asked if you
That means I treat people the way I want to be treated, and my handshake still means something. Just for the record, there's a lot of good in you, too. You have the ability to be even better than me.
You think?
Yeah, and I'll give you a nickel's worth of free advice. At some point in your life, you're going to get to choose what sort of a man you want to be, and once you pick, you walk in that direction with deliberate steps, and don't look back. Don't Don't let people change you once you've made the decision.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Ortiz into deep right field.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets. The 2-1. Swung line drive left field. One run is in. Here comes Brave. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe. Braves win. Braves win. Braves win. Braves win.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
At its heart lie mythic contradictions. A pastoral game born in crowded cities. An exhilarating democratic sport that tolerates cheating and has excluded as many as it has included. A profoundly conservative game that often manages to be years ahead of its time.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@BravesCountry. Welcome back. So it looks like we got Big Truck on Tuesday night. Looking forward to that. Max Kranick, the right-hander, coming in. The Braves lead 4-2. Spaceman, I sent you, and I got Iron Lung. Well, I didn't send an Iron Lung. I sent it to Brian. Is the 1-0 pitch swung on, lifted. That ball's hit high and deep. Get out. Get out. It dies at the warning track for a loud out number 1. Mark, we got a problem that people have had with you being in that football league, and that is you never show up for the draft. So if we put you in the draft and you do not show up for the draft and you auto-draft again, we're going to give your spot away. We're going to give that team to somebody else. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swung on, chopped on the ground over to short. C.J. Abrams will flip it to first. 1 away. That's why we haven't added you and sent you the link. Do I still have your... If you're going to be there, we'll send it to you. But if you're not going to be there, just go ahead and understand that's why, because people don't like to play with someone who auto-drafts. Iron Lung playing fantasy football. First pitch on the way, high out of the zone. It's 1-0. You've autoed baseball all year long. You've been the proverbial bye week. The 1-0 pitch to Olsen is a pop-up, and that'll be a can of corn. That'll end the inning. But we go to the 9th inning, leading by 2, and here comes Eyeglass.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
One game. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great team. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it. Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. To believe in yourself, to believe in one another. If each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart.
Everybody wrote us off.
everybody. And yet here we are, 40,000 people out there have also written us off. And there are a few out there who do still believe in you, if you'll never give up on it. If you go back out on the field, those are the people I want in your minds. Those are the people I want in your hearts. Every man at some point in his life is going to lose a battle. He's going to fight and he's going to lose. But what makes him a man is that in the midst of that battle, he does not lose himself. This game is not over. This battle is not over. So let's hear it one more time. Together. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Let's go!
And this crowd's back into it now.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Welcome back. Eyeglasses coming on. All right, Mark, I'm going to try to say, I'm hoping I still have your information. I don't know how that works. No, yeah, I see you. So what is this? You just... Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch down and in. Change up. It's 1-0. Raziel Iglesias is on. Jose Tena will be the batter. He will be followed by... Is the 1-0 down and in? 2-0. Followed by Nunez and then Vivas. If anybody gets on, it'll be House. That's assuming they do not pinch hit. The 1-1 from Iglesias. Swing, fouls it back. 1-2. The 1-2. Chopper in front of the mound. Iglesias got to hurry. Fires it first. Olsen being dragged into foul territory. Almost collides with the first baseman. Hears that everybody's okay, and it's a 1-3 put out. One away. Man, that was close. Last thing you want is an injury to Matt Olsen. I know the competition gets in there, but at the same token, Tena almost died. He runs into that brick house of Matt Olsen. They might have been doing an autopsy out there. First pitch swinging, four-seam fastball. Nunez the batter. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Fouls it back 0-2. Swing, lifted, high into center field, and Money Mike's underneath it, and that's going to be out number 2. Mark, your Gmail has been sent. I think all you have to do is click on it. Four-seam fastball down and in. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. I believe that leaves one slot available. If anybody's interested, let us know. The 1-0. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. It's a free league. We just have a lot of fun with it. And we've got a Stanley Cup type trophy that we put your name on if you win it. The 2-0 pitch. Swing, fouls it back. 2-1. It is, JC. And as well as Washington's been playing, I never thought it was even remotely possible. If you update your screen as the 2-1 high and out of the zone, 3-1. There is a sweep emoji in where JR's was at the Braves sweep emoji. 3-1 down and in. And the tying runs are going to come to the plate. So hold everything. First pitch on the way. Sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. Yeah, Nick, I saw you in there. Like I said, the auto name, all you got to do is go to your teams. They did challenge that, and they got the challenge correct. So make it 1-0 to Brady House. Sinker right down the pipe. That'll even it up at 1-1. I saw your team in there, Nick, but once again, you can change the team name. 1-1. Down and away, ball 2-1. If you can't figure that part out, which I think it's pretty easy, just let me know. I think I can change it as well. 2-1 count. Swing, fouls it away. And so the Washington Nationals are down to their last strike. Braves fans getting up, trying to root on Raciel Iglesias. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men. Beer for my horses.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo!
4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 2, 4, and 2 for Washington.
Woo! We're streaking. We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium.
Streaking. Get in the car.
Everybody's doing it.
Now.
They're going to give the win to Dylan
You
Dodd.
think KFC's still open?
So you can give it to whoever you want to give it to. They gave it to Dylan Dodd. They should have given it to Diddy. Diddy went 2 innings, but nonetheless, Braves have won their 5th game in a row. And the game ball. You know what? We're going to give it to Diddy. They didn't give him the win. They gave him a hold. We're going to give it to Diddy because he covered 2 innings and he bridged that gap in between Dodd and the back of the pen with Lee and Iglesias. And he struck out 4, tying Richie for the game high. No MVPs to give out, but that's okay. Braves win it. And we are now 22 games over 500. And now we await any big news. I do want to double check and make sure nothing has happened here in the last few minutes. During the breaks, I've been constantly updating the trade mill, see if anything has come in. I would assume if we did something, one of y'all would have brought it up. So wait for that to load up. I'm going to go ahead and put everything else that we normally do. Y'all enjoy your the day off from the game. And if we see anything in the next few minutes while the outro plays, we'll put it in the chat. If not, just check our posts. And of course, hopefully we get at least 1 starter. I'm really expecting 2. And on top of that, we kind of got the bat we needed to platoon. I don't expect much offense coming in. But any way you look at it, this is a very good baseball team pointing towards October. And they still haven't come back from the weather delay in the Philly game. Marlins lead the Mets 1-0 in the 9th. We'll see you next time, y'all. Y'all have a great one. Tuesday night, we're coming on the air at 6:30 Eastern to get reactions. I want to get y'all's reaction when we hit the show on Tuesday night. Do you like or do you not like what the Braves did? "26 hours until the trade deadline." We'll see you then.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Wouldn't have been that long, yeah, it probably would have been.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.